We said we're going to get back to your phone calls, and we will in just a second, but there's a very special call we'd like to take first. What'd you have, GP2? Yeah, we do. GP2 is right here with us on Willard and Dibs. And you know what? Special thanks out to you and the whole team, because it's not the norm after a loss to come hang with guys like us. So, Gary, thanks for doing it, man.
No worries, guys. No worries. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. So what'd you think? What are your impressions in terms of how this series is different than the last?
Yeah, this is a completely different shift from Sacramento. These guys got a lot of length, and they're tall and like I said, lengthy, and AD in the middle, causing a lot of problems. We gotta find ways to get him involved in on defense, and then make it muddy and tough for him on offensive end.
We talked about this, GP2, and neither Mark nor I had a chance to play in the NBA playoffs. I was close. I got cut from my JV team. But how hard is it to go from a Game 7, the emotions on the road, to turning around just 2 days later and playing a Game 1 in a new series?
It's mental. It's a lot of mental. It's plus our bodies, going all the way to Game 7, But it's more mentally. You just turn around, got a new team, got a new adjustment, new schemes, and whatever you got to do, personnel. So, just as quickly as possible as we can, we got to adjust. And I think, coming in Game 2, we have that time, and, we can adjust now.
Gary, I think sometimes fans look at things and they go, gosh, I see this adjustment that could be made, or maybe we have more of that player. I think Warrior fans came out of last night and went, oh, hell, we need to be taller. And I don't think you guys are going to grow by tomorrow night. So what adjustments can you make?
Yeah, like I said, we got to find ways to slow AD down and find ways to not let him get to his spot and muck it up and, force other people to, play make.
You dunked on LeBron James, and I don't know if I'm reading your facial expression, but what I saw through the TV was you had a moment where you were like, I just dunked on LeBron James. Was that what you were thinking, or were you thinking, oh my God, that was awesome, I just dunked?
It's 2 points, but it wasn't your normal, body to body. We had to just meet at the high point. Every now and then everybody gets that victory, and I just got one yesterday. But if you want to say that, I guess you can.
Oh, I'm saying that, GP2, because I saw it on TV, and you had that moment of like, it felt to me like, oh, wow, I just dunked on LeBron James, which is awesome, and I think that's why we love you so much.
Just to have that little one is nice, to go back on it.
GP2.
You've been up with the best.
Oh, it's a nice win.
GP2 with us here, Willard and Dibs, 95.7 The Game. Gary, it's fascinating because we always hear about you. You play bigger than you are on both ends of the court. And one of the reasons that you've become a mainstay is because you can guard people who are bigger than you. What kind of studying does that take? What kind of tools do you use to guard people who are bigger than you?
You just got to have that dog, the heart, and just the fight in you. Having a strong core helps, also it helps, but it's more just, having that heart and fight, and not backing down and, just try to make it difficult. They do things that you can't do up there, and we do things that they can't do, down low. So, just try to make it difficult and be a little pest.
Jordan Poole off the bench, part of the bench mob, 30 minutes. He had a great game, 21 points. How good was it to see Jordan Poole have kind of a bounce-back performance after maybe struggling a little bit against Sacramento?
Jordan's always going to come back and give it his all. Even if he has a bad game or a good game, Jordan always finds a way to bounce back and still help and play makes for this team, and he knows he's a huge part of that. And, just like anybody else that comes off the bench, Jamichael had a great minutes yesterday, and, just come in and, be ready. Be ready, stay ready is what we like to say on the bench mob. But, those guys come in and play make when we need to.
GP, the last 4 games of your playoff run, the home team is 0-4. So what is the significance of home court advantage?
It's huge. You got your fans behind you. you're comfortable in, on this court and everything here at home. And, it's important to get these home ones because, on the road, you're going into a hostile environment. And like we just experienced down in Sacramento, it could be tough and, it could linger.
You do a lot of on-ball defending. You regard D'Angelo Russell, Dennis Schroeder, and more. How tough is it to be out there on an island knowing that you're getting screened not once, not twice, but sometimes 3 times? How hard is it to fight through those picks?
It's just really, you got to be locked in mentally and know what we're doing defensively. Stick to the coverages, and, you just got to be able to switch on in personnel, whenever you get switched on or rotate or whatnot. But, it's coming. You got Loon back there and Dre back there, navigating us through the picks and screen. So, communication's huge, especially on the road. Being loud, we got to talk to each other, and I think communicating is what we need for this game too.
Gary, you face Steph Curry in practice every day. How does that compare to some of the other guys you guard in games? And what is it that you saw Jared Vanderbilt and some of the other Lakers do that seemed to sort of discourage Steph from shooting the ball, at least in the first half?
No, this series and last series, every guy's guarded him. T. Davis, Mitchell, and these guys now with the Lakers, Vanderbilt, they just do a very good job of making it tough for him to get a catch. And, and when he has the ball, just making it hard for him, show hands, and everybody else, show bodies. And once he gets off it, try not to let it get him back. But we know that's going to be a horse race. So we know that Steph's in condition for it. Is just, we got to make it easier and clip guys so he can get open and get opportunities. And then in practice, we don't really play too much scrimmage 5-on-5 when guarding Steph. But, just the times that we have, it's hard. It's heartbreaking, sometimes you think you've done everything and he gets a little gap and, that's all he needs. So it's actually helped my game, with other players, but he's one of a kind.
Defensively, you're rock solid. Offensively, it feels like they're disrespecting you. Does the fact that you see some of this drop coverage, does that affect you in terms of wanting to really stick it to the Lakers and knock down some of these threes when they're blatantly leaving you open?
Not exactly. You got to pick your poison. We have counters for that, and to get our guys, our shooters open with good looks. I'd rather get them the ball, find ways to get them the ball, go sit on the screen, ball on the screen, and let them operate in space. If not, I have times where I got to shoot it and knock it down. So, when that time comes, just be confident and knock it down.
Gary, I was going to ask you what your dad tells you about playing in the playoffs, but then I was sitting here going, well, you've won a championship, and he didn't, so maybe you tell him about the playoffs. I don't know. Like, how do those conversations go, and do they ramp up come postseason?
Not too often as much as college. He pretty much lets me, do what I got to do. I'm pretty much doing my job, so he just really talks about the game and how he feels about the game. So I'm pretty sure I can't say some of the things he say, but you can probably see it in his face how he feels.
I mean, we saw GP2 after you dunked on LeBron, they immediately cut to him, and he looked angry like you had broken curfew.
No, he's just mad because we were losing and we weren't playing the way that we that we can play. So he's really a coach deep down. But he just wants the best for us.
GP2 is with us on Willard and Dibs. Hey, Gary, what can you tell us about what happened last Saturday when Steph addressed the team?
I don't know if you've seen Draymond's show, but Draymond explained it, broke it down very well. Like, he basically said, if you're gonna get on this bus, then you're committed to doing everything you need in your powers for your body and your mind to come out here and, play for this Game 7. He said, Game 7s don't come around too often, so seize the moment, take advantage of it, embrace it, have fun with it. But you just know, coming in locked in. And I think, that's all we all had to hear. He doesn't really talk much. He doesn't really talk to have speeches like this much, so when he has a speech or when he needs to say something, everybody's all ears.
So when it's over, and those of us who weren't there, we're thinking about the movies where you all clap it up, and it's like, yeah, win on 3. Let's do it for the Gipper.
Or slow clap. Did you do like a teen movie slow clap, maybe? Something
What happens
like that?
when the speech is over, GP2?
And we start film. When we get the film, we start break it down, and we get to practice. We locked in from when he finished saying what he got to say all the way to the end of the game. So I think that was a little motivation for everybody, and just to give everybody a little fire under them.
Gary, this was only game 1, but there's no doubt that the urgency ramps up now pretty quick. So what was today like in terms of how you all addressed each other?
It was great. We liked our effort. Yesterday, it was just, we got to stick to the game plan, take away some of their 50-50 balls and offensive rebounds, and find ways, like I said, to muck up AD. But like I said, we've been in this situation last series, and we don't want to be in the same situation again, being down 2-0, going down on the road, hostile environment, got to get 1 or 2. So, we figured it out today and come tomorrow, and we're ready, and we got to hit first.
Okay, GP, I heard muck up 3 times in this conversation, so I think we got a little bit of a clue that maybe a little more physicality tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah, like I said, we got to hit first. So, we come out ready, be physical, and and see what happens.
Hey, man, truly, once again, thank you. Thank you for coming on and speaking to the fans today. It means a lot.
No worries. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, there he goes. GP2 right here on Willard and Dibs.
Man. What'd you have? A truly?
And when I said truly, we truly appreciate it. I was like, wow, that wasn't intended, but I'm going to say that it was.
True appreciation. I thought you were going right to it. I'm like, look at Mark. That's
Truly.
awesome.
I was drinking a pineapple truly during Game 7 on Sunday.